I am Batman. Average Sniper.
Hey, what's up everybody? Average Sniper here and welcome to another PUBG video. In this video I want to discuss the topic of PUBG's lifespan. I want to follow up on a video I made a couple weeks ago basically saying that PUBG is not in danger of dying at all. From Warzone, a lot of people were saying Warzone's going to kill PUBG and this and that. And of course, as a YouTuber, I had to respond by making a video about it, even though I've done the same thing in the past when other Battle Royales have come out. It is a big topic of conversation when a new Battle Royale is super hyped. Everybody wants to know, is this gonna be the PUBG killer? Is it over for PUBG? Is this all she wrote? And the simple answer is no. And I explained that in a video I made a couple weeks ago. I'll put the link in the description in case you feel like watching that, in case you haven't seen that video and you feel like watching it before this one. But either way, it basically, all I said in that video was PUBG is incredibly unique. It has a unique gameplay system. It has unique mechanics. Everything about the game is unique. It's totally focused on the Battle Royale aspect, even though they've added in the Team Deathmatch. They haven't put much work into that. People still come to this game for their realistic, unique Battle Royale experience. And so I was waiting for a while. You might have noticed I haven't had much PUBG content on my channel, and that's for two reasons. The first reason is obviously I've been playing a lot of Warzone. That game is super fun. PUBG killer? No, 100% not. It's not realistic. It doesn't give people their realistic PUBG fix or their realistic Battle Royale fix. But is it fun? It's definitely super fun. I was hoping there wasn't going to be so many cheaters, but that's a topic for another video. So back on PUBG for a little bit. I waited to make this video because I wanted to see what the player count would be. And honestly, I was not expecting this pandemic, this COVID-19 thing. And I think that's really changed the numbers because so many people are self-quarantining at home. And there's mandatory stay-at-home orders for a lot of states in the U.S., for a lot of provinces in Canada, for pretty much everywhere. Most of Europe is on stay-at-home. It's crazy. So the numbers in video games, when you look at the charts, has just gone through the roof. And PUBG is no exception. Let me give you guys an example, okay? So back in, let's start with September of 2019. That was a really bad month for PUBG. In September of 2019, PUBG lost 47,086 players. That's crazy. The next month, in October, they lost 24,310 players. Now, in November, they made a little bit of a comeback. They gained 18,526 players. In December, they gained 2,786 players. Maybe that was around the time Kraken came out. I can't remember. I don't think it's been that long, but something had to have happened to make a gain. But then in January, we see that PUBG loses 33,082 players. So all those people that came back in November and December, they just lost them and then some. February 2020, oh my God, we've lost 17,778 PUBG players in February. Now in March, and keep in mind, March is the month that Warzone came out, it shows a 29,117 count player loss. But get this, okay? Get this. Even though all these players are being lost, all right? In the last 30 days, it shows a 14,729 player gain, which brings the peak players to 913,075. Now, let me mention that in March, the peak players was 562,028 players. But from March to now, we've seen an increase of almost 400,000 players, about 350,000 more peak players online playing the game. And that tells me that this is basically happening, because of the pandemic. But it also shows that PUBG, even though they're steadily losing players, they're still maintaining high player numbers, because even though they lost on the months that they lost all these players, their peak player count pretty much stayed the same. Around 650,000 average players, even when they're gaining and losing players like crazy. March was their worst month ever. with the peak player count being 562,000. But now it's jumped up to 913,000 peak players. We haven't seen PUBG in the 900,000 peak player range since March of 2019, which was a year ago. And their all-time player peak, I believe, was back in January of 2018, where they had 3,236,000 peak players. So I think PUBG is actually doing a great, tremendous job of surviving these new battle royales that are coming out that are super popular, especially the fact that the game is 3 years old. I mean, most games, even super popular ones around the 3 year mark, still don't have like close to 1 million people playing. And I think a lot of that is the stay-at-home orders. People are just staying home playing video games. But still, it just goes to show you that PUBG is a major contender. Major contender. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the reasons I like playing PUBG and I like playing Warzone and just Battle Royale games in general. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I thought that PUBG would suffer more of a loss, but with this pandemic, I just think the numbers are way higher for pretty much all games. But this just goes to show you. It just goes to show you. I feel kind of proud of PUBG. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't been wanting to play PUBG lately because of Warzone. And a lot of people have been getting on my case, you know. Make a PUBG video. Stream PUBG. Do this. The truth is, I just needed a serious break from PUBG. It's been like the only game I've played for the past 3 years. And even though it's a great game, and it seems to be surviving just fine, I still need a little bit of a break from it, you know. You get burned out. You get burned out on these things. Most of the other YouTubers and content creators have also moved on to Warzone. I'm still trying to upload PUBG content. Obviously not as much. I've been uploading a lot of Warzone content, but I'm still trying to, you know, feed the addiction of my PUBG subscribers, if you will. And going back and looking at some of this gameplay I have saved up that I haven't used, I'm really liking it. You know, I haven't really played PUBG since Warzone came out, but every now and then I do feel the urge. And, you know, I'm just human. When I'm streaming, I'll shit talk PUBG, I'll shit talk Warzone, I'll shit talk any game, you know. But the truth is, PUBG is always going to hold a special place in my heart, regardless of how much I'm actually playing it. I have tons of content for PUBG that I can continue to upload, and it's not that hard to get content for PUBG, especially now that they have the team deathmatch mode, you know. So I'm sure that I'll be back to stream and play more PUBG, but I wanted to talk to you guys specifically about that and let you know that I don't want the people on my channel to feel abandoned just because I'm not uploading PUBG content constantly or I'm not streaming it. I want subscribers that are into the content that I'm playing, but I also want them into just the commentaries, the streams, regardless of what game I'm playing. Ultimately, I'd like to be able to have a YouTube channel where I can play any games and still get a lot of views, but that's kind of hard to do when I focused on the same game for a lot of years. I started my Call of Duty channel. I started my YouTube channel with Call of Duty. Never really got that many subscribers. There's so many people doing Call of Duty back in the day. It was just very oversaturated. I kind of think Call of Duty's making a comeback with the new Warzone and the Modern Warfare. The new 2019 Call of Duty Modern Warfare definitely seems to be making a comeback, getting a lot more views in my streams because of that. But after Call of Duty, when my channel was very young, I switched to Battlefield, started getting a lot of subscribers, and after Battlefield, I switched to PUBG. And every time I switch games, I take a major hit in my subscribers, video views, and things like that. That's totally normal. Not salty about that at all. I want my channel to stay alive, and if I keep playing the same game until it's dead, then my channel's going to die with that game. So I hope you guys understand that this is kind of my passion, and PUBG is not my passion. Making video content, having fun in video games, and making content to share with you guys is my passion. PUBG is not. It's what I do with the clips and with the gameplays that I get. Sharing that with you guys, talking with you guys, live streaming. That is what I love to do. And I've been getting a little burned out on that lately too. Just needed a little break. I've still been keeping the streams going. I've still been streaming on Twitch, but mainly I've just needed a break from the constant grind of Battle Royale. So I've been streaming a little bit of Modern Warfare multiplayer. Been loving that. But we're definitely going to be streaming some Warzone and PUBG in the near future here. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm glad to see PUBG is still going strong. Let me know what you think in the comments about PUBG, how long you think it's going to last, and why you think so many people are playing right now. Even though I think that's kind of obvious, but it just goes to show you PUBG is such a strong game, contending with these other major Battle Royale titles that are out, and still having a peak player count of almost 1 million players. Good job, PUBG. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next video or the next live stream. Stay safe. Later.